Living Cert Spanish oral exam. Let's be realistic, we need to start getting ready. But today I wanted to give you some tips on how to interact with the examiner in the exam. First of all, let's talk about time. The exam is 15 minutes, 10 minutes is on casual conversation, and 5 minutes is on role play. Out of 100%, 70% will be marked for the casual conversation and 30% will be marked for the role play. Now, what about the interaction with the examiner? First, you have to look at your body language. Make sure to make eye contact with the examiner and avoid fidgeting. Speech. Speak clearly and at a moderate pace. And if you get stuck, don't be afraid of using words such as bueno, pues, or claro. They're very good fillers. Confidence. Be confident. Show the examiner that you have prepared those questions. Active listening. Pay close attention to what the examiner is asking. And if you're not sure about a question, don't be afraid of asking for repetition. Say something like, Perdone, ¿puede repetir? Structure. When you go into the examination room, the examiner will ask your name and your exam number. And then is when your exam begins. They will always start by asking a question such as, habla sobre ti or háblame de ti. It is a good way to get to know you and to break the ice. But this part is key to giving a very good first impression. I mean, we all know that first impressions are very important. So you can start with something like, bueno, como sabe, me llamo, etc. But here you could include a verb in past. For example, when you were born, nací en. And why this is a good strategy? Because you're including a verb in past tense at the very beginning of your exam. So that gives a very good impression that you know your verbs. Stay calm. I mean, it's easier said than done. But as we say in Spanish, los nervios te pueden jugar una mala pasada. So if you get nervous, take a deep breath. I mean, the examiner knows that it's a very nerve-wracking moment and they won't judge you. And last but not least, engage with the examiner. Show genuine interest in the questions that they ask you. You can smile, nod, and say things like, ah, buena pregunta. I hope these tips are useful to you. Stay tuned because from now on we're going to start working on typical questions and what to take into account when preparing for those questions.